I'm not going to take long because you're not here to listen to me talk. Mr. Beaumont has agreed to bring back Turkey Talk. My daughters, when they were younger, they went to the school that he taught at. They are 14 and 12 right now. They were maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, and they still remember Mr. Beaumont and his Turkey Talk. So you guys are in for a treat. Remember, when we're in here, we are a good audience. We clap when it is appropriate. We talk when it is appropriate. We want you to have a good time. And at the end, he's going to do the drawing for the prizes. You guys did an excellent job bringing in your money. It's going to benefit Riley Hospital. It will also benefit our CRPBIS fund, which is you guys. So nice job. Let's be a good audience. Without further ado, Mr. Beaumont.
Thank you, Skipper. I am honored to be here in front of you guys. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, nothing great can be accomplished without enthusiasm. Within 3 weeks, basically a week, we created a system of collecting donations, a system of collecting raffle tickets in exchange for money from you guys from 7th and 8th grade, and we are approaching the $500 mark. And I got to tell you, at the very beginning, I was thinking $300, that's what we would get. Both going to great causes, one local, CRPBIS, the second, Riley Hospital. If you don't win today, you are a winner by bringing in money and donating to people that need it. And we're part of that. So again, honored to bring back the Turkey Talk. I have done this since 2012, and my last school that I did that, it was a great time. So it was nice to get you guys out of class. So you're with me till lunchtime. How about that? All right. A couple things. We have a lot of items here on display, and I'm going to go through each one. The lights are off for now. They're coming back on. We're going to switch those lights off. So we all look better in the dark anyway, so that's good. Yeah, we go with that. I'm going to go through some of these first. I also want to talk about the history. You got to know that, I know we know the American Bison, the Buffalo, and all those, the history behind it, the Transcontinental Railroad going through, that we lost, and we were down to about 300 buffaloes. But little did we know that the wild turkey was about the same situation many, many years ago. And when our European immigrants came over, colonized 13 colonies, and went through that entire process of building towns like Jamestown and so on and so forth, Plymouth, they found creatures, animals living here that weren't native to their own area. And this wild turkey, or the wild turkey, the buffalo, the bison, were all animals that were native to North America. And in our situation, or in their situation, they needed to find animals to hunt, to live, to celebrate life, and the wild turkey happened to be one of those. But I have to tell you, it was considered, any material that you read about the wild turkey from years ago, they talk about it being a really dumb bird. And they say that because they didn't run from anybody. They didn't know to run from anybody. And these early colonists would take the lives of these wild turkeys, and they didn't catch on. That guy's going to shoot me. That guy's going to take my life. They didn't know that. So a lot of them were in a situation where they became dinner all over the place. And they got to the point where, as the western expansion, as colonists were moving out of the 13 colonies, moving west, they were finding turkeys, and again, taking those lives of birds. After a bit, they realized that, lights coming up, they realized that the wild turkey had to be left alone in order for it to replenish. And in the early 1900s, there were restoration acts that started to work for the wild turkey. And then closest to us, the year before I was born, 1973, an organization called the National Wild Turkey Federation began the process of organizing a system of restoring wild turkeys in other areas. To this day, there's only one state that does not have a wild turkey in it. One state. Can any of you guess what state that might be? If you weren't in that last period lunch, you won't know this. Sir up there, go ahead. Yes, you. Take a walk in. If you don't know this, you have 50 states. 50 states. So one of those states currently, in 2015, almost 16, does not have any wild turkeys in it. Young man? Say Texas. Anybody else say Texas? That's a good guess. Texas, no, they're happy down there. Everything's bigger in Texas, they say. A lot of big birds down there. They're like ground buzzards. Young lady? She said Alaska. How many think Alaska? Alaska's a great guess, and Alaska is correct. Somebody said earlier Hawaii. Hawaii's a great guess. Why? Because it's covered in water, surrounded by water. Those are happy birds in Hawaii. How they get there? A plane, a ship, flew. Just kidding. They didn't do that. However, they were transplanted there in Hawaii. Happy birds, suntans, things like that. Alaska does not support the wild turkey. Why would that be? In the back. It's too cold. Permafrost on the ground. They can't dig through that to get any of the nuts and berries that they want. Exactly right. It is too cold. On top of the habitat there doesn't support their environment. Indiana is home to a lot of wild turkeys. In fact, we're in a position now where we're actually really moving into where we once were in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, where I'm born and raised, where I'm traveling to tomorrow. In my little area outside of Pittsburgh, we didn't have any wild turkeys 20 years ago. None. Zero. You had to go to the mountains of Pennsylvania, northern part, to find any turkeys. Indiana, when I moved here, we didn't have any turkeys around our area here in Fort Wayne. Now, they're here. And they're here to stay. Most likely. Unless we take away their land. Habitat, pine trees, deciduous trees, trees that lose their leaves, all of those, bushes, cropland, woodlots, all of those support the wild turkey. And the only way we destroy that, the turkey habitat, is if we get rid of those trees. We cut them down, we don't replenish or replant any of those trees. So we've come a long way. How did they do that? How do they transplant? How did the turkeys get here? They're driving in cars. Come on, man, let's go, turkey. No, they didn't do that. They have these big giant nets. They throw this corn out or some kind of feed, big flock of turkeys in an area that might be populated. I heard Minnesota, Wisconsin, full of birds for a long period of time. South Carolina, how many have been to South Carolina? Big time population of turkeys. Pennsylvania, again where I'm going, big time population of turkeys. They would put all this corn out, put this big net, and then this net would shoot over top of the turkeys, trap them. Turkeys, of course, run all over the place. Come on. And then they would transplant those birds, take them, and move them to another place that didn't have. They would replenish that. Fort Wayne, Indiana, is one of those places. Here's a turkey carrier. It's amazing. This big giant bird right here could actually fit in a box like this. And it's so tight because it's going to trap them in there, and it's not going to allow the bird to hurt itself, because of course it's trying to get away from us. It doesn't like us. Trying to get away, so they would fill these boxes full of turkeys. Only one turkey per box. They wouldn't pile them on top. They put them in here, and of course transplant them, release them, open up the box, let the bird out, fly. Of course it's gone, but it'll stay in that area as long as it has the habitat and food that it needs. All right, I'm going to introduce you to some of these friends that I have back here. I got quite a few, huh? How many have a garage like this? All these things are in my garage. You believe that? You ever go to my house? This is what you're going to see in my garage when you pull up. All my neighbors are always driving around like, hey, did you see that guy? He's crazy. Look at all these things he's got in his house. I have this guy right here in the center. Obviously a wild turkey. Big difference between a domestic bird, the kind we're going to eat tomorrow. How many eating turkey tomorrow? How many are getting into it? Awesome, good, me too. They say turkey, the turkey food actually makes you sleepy. That's why our dads and grandpas are all on the couch afterwards watching Detroit Lions play football with half their eyes closed. This guy here is Tom. I want everybody to say, hi, Tom. Tom is a male turkey. He's a boy. He's actually a man. This guy even has a beard. How many of you boys out there growing your beard already? You got your 6th grade beard going on. That's right. I know Mr. Bentley got his beard going. He's got Duck Dynasty all over, Kerner over here. Yep. It'd take me forever to grow a beard. I can't. It's not my genes. I call mine an Indian beard, a patchy here and a patchy there. I can't get it right. Over here, I got another one. His name's Tom. Everybody say hi, Tom. Turkey World's funny. You got 3 names to remember. That's it. It's easy. Remember 3 things. 1, Jake. That's a little boy turkey. I don't have any of those up there, but I got a lot of them here. Boy turkeys are Jakes. Then we got a hen. A hen is a girl. All hens, whether they're old, grandma hen, we got a young teen hen. We got a little kid hen. They're all hens. And then, of course, we got the big male birds, big show-offs. They're called Tom. Then we have a white-tailed deer over here. Why do we have a white-tailed deer over here? This is actually something that I have in my garage as well. How many of you have ever seen a white-tailed deer driving down the road, looking out the bus window? Maybe you're in your backyard, eating your bushes, like, man, we gotta get that deer. This is a white-tailed deer. I got a fact for you. I'm not going to ask you the question. I'm going to give you a fact. Here's a fact about the white-tailed deer. White-tailed deer, this is crazy, listen, because you can ask these questions tomorrow while you're sitting around the table eating dinner. The white-tailed deer has taken the life of more humans than any other animal on earth. No animal leaves human death outside of the white-tailed deer. Why is that? I'm going to ask you why. Why is that? I see the same. You in the back, first one I saw. Go ahead. Shout out. Yeah, you. Hey, running for the cars, driving down the road. Maybe not you. You're in the back seat, texting all your friends. Parents are driving, grandma's driving, somebody's driving a car, and out comes Mama Doe. Maybe a fawn or 2, maybe even a buck. But white-tailed deer car collisions happen more than any other incident. You got lions in Africa, hippos. They say hippos in Africa kill more people than lions. But white-tailed deer, we love it, but we don't like it to cross in front of us with our car going down the highway. And November is the worst month for that, because the bucks are chasing all the does. This here is a 10-point. How do you count them? Here's a fact. I'll give you some facts. You count them here, just the points that stick out. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The crazy thing about white-tailed bucks is the fact that their antlers are different. There's one, it's a nice one. There's another one. And get this, they fall off every year. Each and every year, these antlers fall off their head, and I go out and find them. This means that they're actually living. See, a lot of people go out, you have a lot of adults that work out. How many have a parent at home or somebody at home, you see them working out all the time? Busting their butts, right? Jogging, doing elliptical, doing something. I see my wife doing all that stuff. I ain't got time for that. So I go looking for sheds. These antlers fall off each and every year, and I go in the woods. You live near woods. February, March, I usually go when the snow's not on the ground. February, March, April, great times to get out in the woods, get some exercise in, and look for something. You got a purpose. I never found a purpose at the gym, obviously, for jogging and doing all those things. So when I go out in the woods, I'm walking, looking for something. You never know what you're going to find. You see those other ones right here in the front? You got some skeletons here. You can hang this on your bedroom door right on top. You win this. Boom, there it is. Everybody, hey man, I'm going to Johnny's house. You've got these deer antlers all over. This was hit by a car. I know this because I was walking along a road and found it just over a guardrail. Nobody saw it. I grabbed it, took it home with me. Anybody want this? Just kidding. I knew somebody would want it. I knew. This is another one. Ooh. Nasty. Did you see all this stuff on it? I know, I really didn't clean that one up. This is not something you want to, yeah, try this at home. All right, I'm going to explain some things about these birds real quick. And then, again, remember some of these facts so you can quiz your folks tomorrow eating all that mashed potatoes and everything else you're going to eat. This is, check this out. You see the head on it? On this turkey right here, this is a fake head. Fake head? This is a fake head. That's a real one. Right here is freeze-dried. I don't know what that means. I think it just means they freeze it for a long time. I'm just kidding. And then they repaint it. But that is a real head. This is not, but they're very similar. So I'm going to explain some of these. Most people, when they are looking at turkeys, when you were in kindergarten, you had your hand, and the teacher would say, I want you to draw a turkey today. And the kids were all fired up. All right, I'm going to draw a turkey. And she'd say, or he would say, open your hand and trace your fingers. And you got a little turkey, right? So the kids would trace it. I got a turkey. And then they all, what color head? It's always red. It's red. It's a red head. And they color in red and everything else brown and black, things like that. But actually, turkeys' heads change colors. Kind of weird. How many woke up today in a really good mood? Awesome. Me too. You know why? This is what it is. I knew this was our last day before break, so I was in a really good mood. So, if you woke up in a good mood and you're in the turkey world, most like you woke up with a red head. What's up? Go on. One more day, we got break. Thanksgiving dinner. So you had that excitement, you woke up with a different color head. Sometimes you can see this white cap on the head of a turkey. You see it? White cap, wear a hat. He has a white cap. If I'm photographing turkeys in the springtime, I do that for fun. Believe it? I do that. But I go out and I'll just hunt them. I go out and look at them and love them and everything else. But the white cap is what I see coming through the woods. Kind of cool. White cap, so when you do that turkey with your little brother or sister, make sure they put that white cap with the red head, blueberry cheeks. Look at those blueberry cheeks. Turkeys don't have ears, but wouldn't it be funny if they did? Big flopping ears right here. Yeah. They don't have ears that channel that in. They got holes inside of your head. If you didn't have ears, it's funny, but better in the dark. But if you didn't have ears, would look funny, but you would still have the holes in your head. Yeah, you got holes in his head. I can't remember it. But the holes in your head channel that sound, and that's what turkeys have. They actually have great abilities to hear. Really good, excellent hearing. Eyeballs. Eyeballs. These turkeys, there's a head somewhere. All right, I'll get to it. But the eyeballs of the turkey are excellent. They can see everything. Excellent. As a hunter, and I do hunt it, but as a hunter, if I do any movement and the turkey's coming in and I can see the bird, they see me like that. So as a hunter, I have to watch. As a photographer, same thing. They don't know I'm out hunting with a camera, but I can't really move. I go camo, you like my camo? Walmart, $10 right here. But my camo is from head to toe. I gotta wear a face mask, right? I gotta do all that from head to toe so the birds don't see me when they're coming in. And if they see me, they don't mess around. Again, I ain't got time for that. They're out. There is a... this isn't it. Anybody know what that is? It's a chicken here. You guys... We'll wake you up. All right, other things. You see this? The feathers on these birds? I got this right here. I got some wings. You didn't see back here, did you? I got all kinds of goodies back here. Look at this. I got a wing. Huh? Look at this. Anybody want this? Just, this would. Yeah. Walk into your house tonight like, hey, Mom, guess what I want? I want a wing. Look at that. Eat your dinner, mashed potatoes all over. This is a turkey wing. Check this out. Turkeys, wild turkeys, fly. Domestic birds, the kind we eat, do not. I asked this kindergarten kid one time, or a whole crowd of kindergartners, I said, anybody know the difference between a wild turkey or the kind that you eat? And this little kid, front row, and they had that turkey glued on their head, little feathers in the back. So I asked him, and the kid said this, check it out. So what's the difference between a wild turkey or or the kind we eat on Thanksgiving. The little kid did this. It's frozen. It's frozen. And I couldn't say anything. They had me. They were right, because the turkeys we're eating tomorrow, they started out frozen. And then, of course, we eat them. But these wings, very powerful. Turkeys fly. Wild turkeys fly. The big fat white birds don't fly. The domestic kind we eat, they don't fly. They just hide in the corner like Thanksgiving. But this is a wing. All the feathers on here, very powerful. They fly, but they don't like flock like geese do. Meaning they don't fly in a straight line and I'm going to Hawaii. We're not doing that. I'm not going to Alaska. But what happens is these turkeys will get up. You can't really hear it. They'll fly up into trees, high there at night from predators such as coyotes, wolves in the northern parts, maybe Minnesota, we said that before. But they'll hide and be up on a roost in a tree. They call it roosted birds. Roosted is roasted. They're up there hiding. These wings, very powerful. They'll glide. Once they get up, typically they glide. They don't keep flapping. They're not flapping kind of birds. They're gliders. They're looking. I'm going to go right there. Right where that kid is in the glasses. I'm just kidding. There it is. Well, they got these wings. These birds, the toms, are actually, they're big show-offs. Boys, I got some tips for you, okay? But I got to tell you, girls, you can't listen to all this. But these boys, these toms, are big show-offs. They got these wings. I gotta get them right. They got these wings, and they walk around. Look at that, that's kind of cool, huh? What's up? So they have these wings, and they walk around, and they're strutting. Boys, you do it, you're guilty. Girl walks in, cute little thing walks in. Boys are always like, hey, what's up, babe? Chest goes out. Turkeys, they're crazy. The toms, the jakes, they do the same thing. Chest goes out. Oh. What's up, Sally? Look at that. Check me out. And then the strut, and then they got these crazy beards. Remember that hand thing you did with the turkey? You made that. There's your head. They got the feathers. One other thing that needs to be added to that thing were the beards. And girls, if you're in the turkey world, 1 out of every 10 hens, they grow a beard. Ugly thing. They're always looking for a mate. They don't ever really find them. Man, she's got a beard. It's not good. It's not good if you're a turkey. But these, you see this tail? I got lots of them all over the place. Obviously, I didn't do a whole lot in my childhood. I skipped out on Atari and I looked at all these birds. So a gobbler will go in a full strut. And if I got Mackenzie over here, and if I'm digging Mackenzie in the turkey world and I see her, I'm like, oh, Mackenzie, what's up, girl? I'm gonna strut. I'm gonna come right over to her. What's up, girl? How you doing? And I'm gonna walk right over to her. Hi, Kenzie. Yeah. Full strut, tip to tip, all the way. I'm gonna tell you this. She was saying the same thing. You got this tip to tip all the way around. If I'm driving down the road and I see turkeys out in the middle of the field, I'm driving, and I look out the window and I see a turkey out in the field showing up for those girls, they'll actually turn the tail right to the girls. If I'm looking at Mrs. Watkins, what's up, girl? I'm gonna turn it right to her and walk right at her. But tip to tip means that's an adult bird. Turkeys don't live a long life. 6 years is a long turkey life. So typically 3-4-year-old birds, a lot older. But you can tell an older bird because they have tip to tip all the way. The jakes, the little boy, 1-year-olds, their tail sticks up a little bit higher than the rest of them. So you can tell there's a jake. All right, other things. I get a drink of water here. You ever get Cotton Mountain? This program is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. Good. All right, how many, when you get up in the morning, I got you until 12:30, you got it. So, when when you get up in the morning, you're an adult who's in the house. They get up. What do they need? Coffee, right? Paper, computer, cell phone, checking Facebook, doing all those. But they don't get up. Your parents. I'll wait. Your parents, when they get up, they don't get up out of bed. Bing! I'm up. Let's go. Come on, we're going shopping. They don't do that, do they? They get up, like, out of bed. Bang! Take some Advil. It's going to be a long day today, right? Doing all those things. And you kids, you're boop, out of bed. Let's go. Let's do it. You go, right? Maybe not all of them. I think it's like at the elementary age, when you get to middle school, you're like, dang, I gotta go to school. I don't want to get up. Snooze button, mom's yelling, somebody's home. But turkeys get up. Come on. When they get up, and you got to be real quiet. But when they get up, they sound like this. They sound real quiet. Thank you. Mr. Bentley, can you hear that back there? All right, let me do it again. Turkeys are out the whistle. I got a mic. One time. No, just kidding. This is how they communicate. Let me explain this. This is a peg. This is a peg. A peg, kind of like a pencil. They got a pot, and a peg. This is slate, right? Slate rock. There it is. Pot and a peg, and I'm making a J shape on there. I'm holding it just like a pencil. You're gonna hold a pencil up here like this. I'm gonna snap. No, you're gonna hold it like this, and all I'm doing is run this on here. Check this out. Ready? It's a turkey waking up. That's it. It's gonna be a good day. Sun's out. Get ready to get up. You guys hear that back there? And they always get a little bit louder. But this is a basic sound. The basic sound the turkey makes is yell. Boys make it, the toms make it, and then of course your hens make it. This is just a yell. Hey, I forgot something. Boys, I had a tip for you. I wanted to give you a quick tip for you. Awesome. Arlie Espinosa, where you at? You have to go? Dang it. But if you win, we'll make sure you get that. And then, additionally, we're going to hand out tickets to those the kids that answer the questions. Cool? Okay, good. You want to work that as if they answer, you can hand it. Okay, ready? So here's, boys, I got the tip for you. You got to make sure you listen. This affects all of you men, future men, that are starting those beards. Ready? So turkey strut. Boom. There's the girl. And the girls, they don't even care. You got. I love this stuff. Hens are like, what's he doing over there? You know? In the real world, like middle school, girls are doing the same thing. I know they're like, look at this show off over there in gym class. Yeah. Things we know. And the hens, they're looking for the hen. And as this is going on, turkey strut, here's the tip, boys. The next time, they tighten up. The next time you see, girls, the next time a girl goes to grab your arm, boys, tighten up! Just, they think you're giant, like you got some big muscles. Look, tighten up. You see it coming? That's what turkeys do. They do the same thing. They love it. Good, awesome thing. Boys are like, I'm gonna try that lunch. Try it. All right, I got it. Thank you. All right, ready? So, I'm going to go through this real quick. So here's a slate call. This is a normal waking up. Can they get louder? You got a little hand over here going. Another one over here. And they start getting louder. How many own a cat? Anybody own a cat here? How many? If you own a cat, you have a cat. All right, we're familiar. Hands down. You can't get a ticket for that. Hands down. So a cat, when a cat's happy, you're petting the cat, what does it do? Yes, it purrs. It purrs. Turkeys, when they're happy, they also purr. Here's a purr, ready from a turkey. Turkey's strolling along, eating everything, grasshopper seeds, acorns, corn, whatever they can get their little beaks on. They're eating snails, frogs, gross. Yeah. But check this out. Here's a purr. Ready? There's a cluck, like a chicken. Cluck, purr. Cluck, purr. And then you roll into a yelp. That means everything is good. Now, let me ask you, how many of you have ever been in a situation where you got scared because you got separated? It might not be this age, it might have been years ago, but you got scared, you got separated from mom or somebody that you were with. You got exactly, you think, oh my gosh, what do I do? Turkeys, when they get scared, they got this certain call, and I'm going to ask you to do this after I'm done, all right? I'm going to try it. So you got to pay attention. This is good. You got this little weird looking thing here. It's almost like a whistle. Mrs. Scott, when she's rolling in gym class, blowing that whistle, if she took that little plastic thing and rolls around in there out, she would be able to make this sound. But this is a turkey that's lost. And I always picture, well, let me do it and then I'll tell you what I picture. Ready? It's kind of soft, so you really got to open up those ears. That's a turkey's lost. It's called a kiki. They're kiki. They're like whiskey. I picture them doing this. I picture them doing this. Walking through the woods like. How many have ever been scared? Walking somewhere? Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Ready? I'm going to test you. So my whistlers, okay? Not that whistle. You're going to try it. One time. Like this, ready? I'm going to do it. I'm not a good whistler. I hear something. Ready? It's like this. You try it. That's a lost turkey. Yeah, you got it. All right. More. You got to feed them more. Quiet. You want to pay attention like, oh, there's a bird in here. This is a crow call. A crow call. What does a crow call do? Calls in crows. You go outside right now, outside of Miami, you hit this call. I bet we have a flock of birds flying around looking for something to eat. Maybe. For something to investigate. This is a crow call. Let me do this. Ready? Just you didn't hear it the first time, maybe. Here it is. I saw somebody up there like, whoa, bird. Right out enough for the whole scene. You think, Mr. Beaumont, why do you have a crow call? Okay, let me explain. So, you're at the doctor's office, and the doctor is giving you a physical to check your reflexes. So you sit down, you sit down, I'm sitting down. You sit down, you got your knee like this, and they take this thing, they take this hammer, and this giant, just kidding, it's just a little thing. And they knock your reflexes in, test them. I never knew why they did that, but they do it anyways. Test your reflexes. What does that mean? But they hit your leg, and your leg pops up. Naturally, it just does that, right? It looked kind of funny, didn't it? So when you do that, turkeys do the same thing. These gobblers, these toms, gobblers, they gobble to weird noises. The purpose of the turkey gobble, hens can't gobble, it's only called hens can't bake. But the purpose of a turkey gobble is this, to attract the hens. So they gobble, and when they do that, they're letting the hens know where they're at. Hey baby, I'm over here, gobble, gobble. Here they are. Boys that work like that. Not that easy though. As a hunter, for me, I reverse it. I'm reversing it. What I mean by that is, I'm actually calling the gobbler into me. So I gotta sound like a pretty old hen for him to come in to see what I have for him. But this is a crow call. we'll use this crow call. Ah! And if he hears that, he'll shut up. He'll gobble to it just out of a pure reflex. Kind of weird. I used to, when I lived in Pennsylvania, there was a pipe plant, old place that you worked at, people worked at around that area. But every morning, like 7 o'clock, they play this, right? They play this big loud thing to start work. Every turkey in that valley would gobble to it every time it went off. It was kind of funny. So for turkeys gobble, they start gobbling in March, April, things like that. But that's their time to kind of let loose. Right now, in the fall, really don't hear gobbles. They do it, the young ones do it just to test out the voice, but not all of them. So we got that. Here's a box call. This is, anybody want this one? I know these are awesome. It's fun. Really, my mother, get that outside. Yeah, that's what I heard all the time. Get it, take it out of here. All right. But this is a box call. What it consists of, chuck, but not regular classroom chuck. It's got to be special chuck. Never heard of special chuck until start a turkey hunt. But there's a paddle, there's an open. There it is. Somebody chiseled that all out. And then when I move this and I rock this, turkey yelp. That's it. If a turkey is scared about something, it'll putt. There's a putt. That means get out. So Mr. Beaumont just entered the woods. We need to get out of here right now. That's a box call, crow calls, there it is. I got all kinds of it. Kind of rolls right into there. Some of these are made of crystal. They got a higher pitch. Kind of like that crazy 4th grade teacher you had that put the nails on the chalkboard and went all the way to so this is not really like that, but I had people ask me earlier, how much are those calls? Can I get one? This sucker was like $100. Yeah, tell me about it. So it's like a maybe. And it sounds just like those ones you get for $10. It makes no difference. Oh, turkey flying down. Ready? I hope I don't mess this one up. Kind of. I'm out of practice. Oh, I got a fun call. I got to get something to drink. You guys have been awesome. We're going to do prizes in like 5 minutes. All right, cool. And all right, ready for this one? This is a good one. So yeah, I got this in my pocket. I got a call right there. Look at that. There's a call. Anybody want to try it? Just kidding. I'm putting it in my mouth. You don't do that. All right. So I'm putting this in here, and what it is, like a latex thing, like reeds, kind of like you would have in band bars. And then there's this plastic thing around it. You don't share this one. I'll share the other one. You don't want to be gross, nasty, sick comedy. All right. So I'm gonna put this in my mouth, right? And I'm gonna do my best. Watch this. So when I do this goes in the roof of my mouth, and my tongue hits this, and I make a noise. See if it works. Ready? I'm practicing on the way to work, to and from. My wife won't let me do this in the house. Take that outside. I'm still getting. Take that outside. All right, right? That was turkey just got hit by a car. Let's go. Who wants? Here's an easy one. Look at this. This little box call. Quick story about this, because I know time flies. So this is a little teeny tiny push button call. A long time ago, my little nephew was little. Now he's like bigger than me. I still call him my little nephew. Anyways, my nephew's out in the woods with me. We're walking along the treetops in Pennsylvania, and we're not in the trees. And we're walking, and what happened, I had this turkey call, and I would use this call, And let's see, right here. I would do something like this. I'd say, Hunter, let me call. Let me call. I'll do the call. And he'd say, all right. So he's sitting there looking up at me, and nothing answered. We were just sitting there waiting. And he'd tug on me. Uncle Timmy. I said, yeah, buddy. He said, can I use this call? Not now. I'm scared of bird. So we went, we walked like another 100 yards, and I did it again. It was all quiet. I'm waiting for a turkey to gobble to let me know that he's right there and we're getting ready. But nothing happened. Tugged on my leg. Uncle Timmy, can I use this call again? No, you can't. I'm scared of birds. No. Okay. Walk one more time. Third time, John. So third time sitting there. Did that. Nothing happened. You knew what I was getting. Uncle Timmy. All right, go ahead, try. So here he is. He did this. And 2 turkeys gobbled. Now, as I see that, buddy, that's how it's done, just like that. That's how you do it. But fun, because you never know. Just something simple like that. It's kind of easy. I told kids earlier today, but you can't. You got to promise. You can't tell them who told you to do this. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Okay. You're eating dinner. You got turkey stuff. You're waiting on a muffin or something, biscuit or whatever it is, and you got your plate and your fork. Run that fork right along the plate. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't tell. No, I'll get in trouble. Don't tell them I told you to do that. All right. Other things. Calls. I had a couple kids that actually had some questions. Who has some questions before we do the prize? I'll take a couple questions and I'll re-event. Sir, young man. Go ahead. He forgot. I'm gonna come back. You remember? I saw a hand over here. Yes, ma'am. Are turkeys colorblind? Turkeys have one of the best eyes in the woods. They see crisp colors, awesome colors. So, yeah, it's a big debate. As a hunter, do you wear orange? Do you not? Turkey sees it. Yep. Way to back glasses. What? Ooh, good question. She said, why can't a turkey tell the difference between me calling and another hen calling? I gotta tell you, the hens that are out there typically are really bad callers. I've been in the woods hunting and I heard a hen calling. I thought, who's in my woods? And then here comes this little blue head going through the woods. That was her. Probably had a beer, one of the ugly hens. Yes, back there. Yelling. Say it again. Predators for wild turkeys. Great question. Predators. Here's the worst one. And you're going to be like, oh, wait, I got a backyard. They just play with the garden. Raccoons. Raccoons are the #1 turkey predator. You think coyotes. Why would that be? I'm going to tell you because we're short on time. Because the hen lays the eggs, and she has that nest. And that nest, she's guarding it. When raccoons come scooching by, they find that clutch of 9, 17, 18 eggs in there. They're going to eat every one of them. Wipe that out. But a hen, for whatever reason, will actually come back in and then be able to put out another clutch in a situation like that. That's an amazing thing that turkeys do. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot. You're right. Yes. Ben Franklin, one of our founding fathers, right? Bald guy, flew a kite, I don't know. But he didn't want the eagle to be our national symbol. He actually wanted the wild turkey. So if maybe he could add an additional vote if I was living back then, because I would say, yeah, I'm all for the turkey. American made, red, white, blue head, can't go wrong there. Sir, I'm going to take one more question, and I'm going to wrap up. Go ahead. Can turkeys fly really high? The high as the ceiling. Y'all gonna look up. Oh, that's high. Yeah, about that. Can they go a little bit higher? Sure, but the planes are never going to hit them. Right? Never going to hit them because they don't stay out very long. That would be creepy though. See this big bird on your way home from school and looking, and then this big giant turkey's coming behind you. That would not be good. I lied. I'm going to do one more because I neglected this side. Go ahead. They asked that already. Again, he said colorblind. They can see colors, crisp, clear, clean. Awesome. All right. Now, we want to give away some prizes. Miss Huckleberry asked me, why the female turkey didn't have 2 heads. It's just plain old blue. That's it. Plain old blue heads. You guys want to win some prizes? I want to call, where's Trent at? Trent, where you at? Come on down. You're going to put your ticket. Miss Huckleberry has kept an eye on you guys. You're going to put your ticket where you want it and have a chance. Gauge G. Where you at, Gauge G? Gauge G. All right? Come here. Is that Trent? Put it in one of those Mr. Curry's got. Lily W. Where you at, Lily W? Lily W. Lily W.
Teachers, pick 1 or 2 students and send them down. So why you think did a good job sending them?
Darius, where you at,
If they
Darius?
ask, don't pick them. Don't ask. What's she saying? Who was the other student that asked the question that y'all mentioned? Did they ask the
Who else asked a question over here?
Teachers, you may leave and go to your lunch once you have your 2 ready. Look at 'em.
Teachers, you can go to lunch.
These guys want to win some prizes. Teachers, you can go to lunch. You don't handle these kids. Maybe. Maybe not.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Hey, go right here with Mrs. Beckers. If you will sit down. Teachers, thank you. You don't have to leave. You want to get your lunchtime, go ahead. We'll figure it out.
Okay, once you are in your seat,
Sorry, we got like the sports package. This line of people, you can come down to Mrs. Beckers and get your ticket filled out. Make your selection quickly so we can get this drawing going on. You're going to have to eat super fast. Couple more in this line. Come right here to Miss Beckers. Young man, young lady, last 2 lines. Go right here to Mrs. Beckers. Go down to Miss Beckers. Get your pictures. Young man. All right. We're getting close. We have 4 people left to put tickets in.
Beaumont, I think I'm gonna transition them to lunch.
Okay.
And we can pour from in the cafeteria, that way we're not using up the time the ladies need to get to where they need to go out.
Yes.
So let's see, Ms. Tretter's class, if you're in her class, you may come down, go into your cafeteria table. Ms. Tretter's class.
Control right now.
Prefer to wait till you get to the